So I need to pick up a new pet carrier for my cat. He's a bigger boy. We've got kittens, but we've got a bigger boy. And I was looking for a slightly bigger carrier for him. And I went for this one that I picked up from the shop team. Let's take a close look at the quality of it, the zips and all the different areas, and see what we think of the quality. So on the handle there, you've got one of these wraparound guys, so you can keep the handle together for security. I think a lot of people do use these for traveling on airplanes, that kind of thing. So you've got your zip around at the top so they can get in and out. So on the top there, you've got your mesh top, and it is dark, so you can see in quite well. It would give them a little bit of not privacy, but like a little bit of shade. Pets can find it quite distressing traveling, so I think that's going to be quite good. The zip around has a little clasp on it, which is one of those like you get on a rucksack to give it a little extra security, which I thought was a nice little touch actually. So you've got that there. Zips open, that's nice and smooth. And then you've got a nice wide area to get them in and out if you needed to pick them up in and out of there, or obviously put hands in for treatments. Inside there you do get this mat as well. There is a zip on it, which is good, so you can take out the liner. You can obviously take that out and wash this, which is amazing, because sometimes they have a little bit of a tinkle when they can be sick or dribble a lot when they are vets or traveling. Inside there is nice and dark. You've got that nice baggy bottom. Now this is also, I didn't mention, this has got a really rigid structure to it, which is good. If you're on a flight and you maybe want to pop it under your chair, it's not going to get squashed. The material and all the stitching looks really nice quality as well, I have to say. Running my fingers inside, there's nothing that I'm concerned about in terms of safety, so that's really good. Pop that back in there. You've got your handles there with your extra security to keep it all locked in, which is again a nice touch. Look at the end. You obviously got your big carry strap as well with your shoulder softy thing, so to help, well, obviously if you're putting them over your shoulder, a little bit of comfort for you, for mum and dad. And obviously the adjuster, very handy. You've got a little pouch on the end here. You don't get these kittens included in your purchase. And a little note from the manufacturers telling you about the quality and why they make what they make, which is quite nice. But this would be good for things like identification documents. Maybe they need to have medications, that kind of thing. Be good to hand there. These are not included, as I mentioned. And then on the front here, we've got another one of those zips with the double dongle tie. And you've got your side entrance along with the brand logo, which I think would be really good if, for example, you get to put your hand in and just to give them a little bit of a stroke without them going poof, popping out, because sometimes they just need a bit of reassurance, or maybe the vet needs to get in there and just give them a little injection, and that would be the best way to do it, is to have it like having double access or single access. The other end is just reinforced, and on the basis of plain material, I like the fact this hasn't got studs on it, because the studs would make a scratchy noise on hard floors, which is like tiles, and my cat wouldn't like that. And that sounds strange not to have something that some people might want, but I wouldn't want those. My general impression is this is a really nice quality. I like how rigid it is. It feels really reinforced. The stitching all looks really nice. I don't see a doodle busting out of this at any time soon. I'm not going to put it in here right now because it's just distressing. You can see what it looks like. And yeah, I'm really impressed. And I think it's going to make our trips a lot easier.